where Inox 3% gains. But like we're talking about numbers right now, Keystone Realtors, they managed to report their Q1 numbers. Good set of numbers that came in Q1 FY26. In fact, the company saw its best ever Q1 pre-sales and achieved the 57% of its launch guidance already in Q1 FY26. Now, what more is lined up for the company? We have the management, Boman Rustom Irani, the chairman as well as managing director at Keystone Realtors, joining us to give us more details about the outlook. Mr. Irani, good afternoon and thank you so much for giving us your time. Let's start by talking about this guidance of yours, right? FY26 seems to have started on a strong footing. Guidance you've given for pre-sales is 4,000 crores. This quarter, pre-sales come in at 1,068 crores. Your launches are at 4,000 crores. Project additions are also quite good. Now, what should we be expecting? Should we expect an upside in that guidance as well? What is the target?
First, let me thank you for calling me on your show. Secondly, let me revel in the moment for a little bit before I give further guidance. We are extremely pleased. They say pleased as punch with the way the year has started. We've achieved more than 25% of our guidance for pre-sales. And normally, I mean, why this is so important is because normally the first quarter is always the slowest quarter. And then, it starts building up, especially in Mumbai and Maharashtra, with Ganpati now in August, etc. So our second quarter will be even a little more bumper. And that's what we're counting on. I'm not making any future guidance right now, but I promise you I will after the second quarter results. And, what added to our entire team's morale was we closed 1.25 times the kind of projects that we had said we had given guidance that we would close or get for the entire year. We've given a guidance of 6,000 crores. We've already locked in projects of 7,700 plus crores. And another interesting part, in the first quarter, we've had launches of close to 4,000 crores. Now, all these three are a first time. And I think our team is well poised to take on the year. If you remember what I had said in the earlier, when I gave my earlier reporting, that Rustomji is at an inflection point, and we are very well proving it. From here, we see a huge upside happening for our sales and our production.
Okay. Mr. Irani, thanks very much for joining in. Just wanted to discuss demand, but I'll come to that in just a bit. First, I wanted to address the redevelopment projects that you have. Around 11% of your sales come from redevelopment. Tell us, is the momentum slowing when it comes to that? Because we do understand that there are a couple of projects which have been cancelled when it comes to redevelopment. It's becoming even tougher to get consensus right now. Is that a space which is slowing and your guidance there?
With all due respect and with all humility, I want to say this, that basically people who don't know how to go about the process were jumping in and everybody was making higher bids. And that was becoming a little bit, I would like to say, unnecessary for our market, right? And of course, this is like when you give a higher offer, everybody wants to go for it. And it becomes the norm of the day. And of course, over a period of time, if the markets don't sustain, then you see people backing off or you see people, trying to cut corners or people just saying, look, we can't do this. And then the society is backing off. And you have to understand, society is not one person. It's an entire, other than the committee, there's an entire general body that finally takes the call. And when you look at that, this general body has to be kept aligned. It has to be kept focused. It has to be kept together. And that can only happen if you stay in line with what you have assured in the first go itself. So be very, very clear that we at Rustomji are someone who handles the entire process end to end by ourselves. We do not work with external agents to try and get us the proposals. And that really helps us because we are the ones who are giving the proposal. We are the ones who are holding the hand through the entire process. And we are the ones who are giving delivery. And lastly, again, over here, I'd like to say that some amount of credit is given to our history, where we've completed more than 2,000 families in the redevelopment space. And, most of the places that we go to, we tell people that you can go to anyone's house and ring a bell and check on the Rustomji credentials. And they do so sometimes. And they get great responses, which is what really helps us continue to grow in this space.
Right. We take that point, Boman, and, to your credit, Rustomji has done fairly well in the MMR region, especially in the, the positioning that you are at. Just wanted to know a couple of things from you. One is, is there any problem with demand in the very near future? Because there are a lot of builders, looking at the Mumbai market, some looking at the high luxury, premium, and, the relatively affordable, what it can be in the way Mumbai is right now. What is your sense of demand out here? And beyond Mumbai, I was in Nagpur over the weekend. I heard a couple of murmurs of Rustomji projects coming out there as well. So are you looking at places outside of the MMR?
Let me start off by assuaging you and telling you we are a largely Mumbai or MMR-centric developer, and we will stay so for a very long time to come. One of the reasons we do that is because of our belief in this market itself. This market is strong, it is deep, it is wide, and we are developers from this market. We understand the pulse of this market, and we are able to kind of maneuver our way through most of the issues that other people would be facing, when they get over here. Secondly, yes, it's true, we've entered Nagpur, and it's a very small play in Nagpur as of right now. The total project size is about 1,000 crores GDV, and our investments are no more than 22 crores or so as of right now. We're looking at launching that project either in this financial year or then early next financial year. It will be a learning. We will set that vehicle up. And if it does well, we will continue to be there. Nagpur, of course, has got great infrastructure. I see that market growing, maybe not at the pace that we used to, and then we will decide about that. Thirdly, you spoke about the demand. And let me tell you, demand is a yes and a no. There is a whole host of developers coming in, which is, let's say, spreading some amount of thoughts that there could be a slowdown. But if you look at the sales quarter on quarter amongst all developers, they've been extremely strong. So what really is happening is with the growing infrastructure, the growing demand of this beautiful city, and with the number of new commercial buildings coming up out here, and the number of new offices locating themselves out here, I think this demand is bound to continue. And builders have been extremely rational this time. There has been no like some parts of the country, there has been no jump in prices. So prices have been controlled. I think this trend should continue for quite some time. I don't think we are anywhere near a worrisome situation.
Okay, all right. We're going to take that positive guidance forward. Thanks very much for joining in. I'm sure the dynamics in terms of demand could probably even change with regards to what's taking place with tariffs, but we'll know the impact only after a period of time. We'll take a short break, but we'll get back with the management of Pidilite on the other side to discuss the quarter gone by. Stay tuned.